Hello everybody, in this video we're going to be tracking a very active storm pattern that will bring severe weather parts of the plains and even the southeast. We're going to have storm system after storm system bringing heavy snow apart to the northern US and the south side of these storm systems bringing some very strong storms and heavy rain for parts of the southeast. As the weather pattern is going to be very active for the next couple of days and even possibly weeks all the way towards April. Along with that, these systems will bring lots of heavy rain for parts of the southeast, especially for parts of Florida, Georgia, and even the Carolinas. Along with that, the backside of these storm systems will bring lots of heavy snow for parts of the Dakotas and the northern plains. So let's get right into the video. Alright everybody, so now let's get right into the video. So hope you had a very good day so far. I am too. In this video, we're going to be talking about an active storm pattern. It's on our way. We got multiple storm systems that will be working its way towards the US that will bring lots of heavy snow for parts of the north and more storms for parts of the south. So if you like this video that we do on my channel, please hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get right into it. So right now, there's not really much going on right now. South, we got some moisture that's moving towards the southwest, some southwest U.S. moisture that's moving towards the east, that's bringing some moisture towards Texas and Arizona, and also some more storms that's moving towards the Pacific Northwest. And along with that, we do have a little low pressure that is spinning up towards the northeast, but things are getting ready to change because we got storm after storm after storm coming. So now, let's get right into the video. So now we're going to be looking at the 6-hour precept daily, what the weather is going to be like for the whole US, because right now it's about to get very active as we're going towards this last half of March. So by the time we get in towards March 21st, which is tomorrow, we can see we do get some storms that starts firing up back towards south towards Texas, moving towards Louisiana. And the thing is, and we might realize, we do get an East Coast low that starts to develop just off the west coast of Florida and work its way over Florida. So if you live in parts of Florida, you will see lots of heavy rain. You see all this darkest green right here? That's very heavy rain. So please be the lookout for flooding. And also, this system will bring rain for parts of South Carolina, Georgia, and even Alabama, Mississippi, and Tennessee. And along with that, it will be cool too. And as we're getting towards the 23rd, this rain does work its way across Florida. But for parts of the East Coast, still going to be raining. South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia will get in this rain. But look at this. This low pressure does move up the coast. And along with that, we can have a potential northeaster for parts of the northeast. If you live in the northeast, especially parts of New York, Connecticut, Delaware, Maine, please be on the lookout for a winter storm for y'all. A lot of freezing rain and a lot of snow for y'all. And once that system's out here, we got another one coming around March 24th. And we do have the risk for severe storms on March 24th for parts of Texas and western Texas. And I will show you that in a minute. But we do have another storm that's coming from the west. Very strong one too. 986 millibars moving across the plains, bringing lots of heavy snow for parts of the upper Midwest. If you live in parts of Nebraska, the Dakotas, Minnesota, you're going to get a lot of snow with this system, potentially up a blizzard. In the south side, that's the warm sector of the storm. Probably some more severe storms of parts of the plains, including Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, and Missouri. Even parts of Louisiana might get into the system. But as we get in towards the 25th, the C system does work its way to the west. It does kind of weaken a little bit, but it's still a pretty strong system, making its way towards the southeast. It's bringing some storms to parts of Louisiana, Mississippi, even Tennessee, getting close to Alabama. And the system does weaken as it works its way towards the west. And there will still be moisture and lots of heavy rain still with the storm too. So if you live in parts of Alabama, Georgia, and South Carolina, this system will still be and bring some rain for y'all. And after that, how about another storm? Not as strong, but still possible. This is 228 hours out, so things could change. And also some more storms moving towards the Pacific Northwest. So now we're going to head over to the Storm Prediction Center because we do have severe weather for tomorrow for parts of southeast Texas. So if you live in southeast Texas, get ready for the guns of severe storms tomorrow. It's not a high chance, it's only a slightly chance. So if you live in parts of Houston, Texas, Austin, Texas, San Diego, Texas, get ready for severe storms. The tornado threat is low, but still there. 2% tornado risk for parts of Texas. So for your severe risk tomorrow, here's your seasonings at risk for the severe event tomorrow. Tornado threat, here's your seasonings at risk for that. 2% tornado risk stemming from the coast of Texas to the coast of Louisiana. Wind threats, not as high but still there, but it is widespread. And tomorrow I hit 15% risk. So this lightning risk is being driven by the hail risk tomorrow. There is a 15% risk for hail. There's no significant hail yet, but it is possible. So if you live in these places, please be aware for that. Here you see states at risk for the wind threat tomorrow and also the hail threat. Here you see states at risk for the hail threat. So now we're going to get right into the greens. What's going to cause severe weather? And also, not only that, guys, I've got to show you this. There's also severe weather on day 5. Day 5, Storm Dickinson has put out a day 5 severe risk of parts of western Oklahoma, northwest Texas, and southern Kansas. So if you live in those areas, please be on the lookout for severe storms. So what's causing this severe event? Well, first of all, we're going to start with the first one for tomorrow. So tomorrow, the severe event is being caused by this very strong, very weak trough. Not a strong one, but still a decent one. A decent enough trough to support severe weather that works its way towards the east. But here comes a much bigger one that will cause a severe weather for parts of northwest Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. We get a huge trough ejection that will eject off, and this. Oops, I forgot to put on my weather belt. Sorry about that. Let me start right back over. So first of all, here's our severe event for tomorrow. A little small trough making its way down towards Texas, and that's out of here. But here comes a much bigger trough that will eject from the west. And look at this huge dip in the jet stream. This trough does get neutral tilted, so it will support severe weather. It works its way towards the west, and it actually does get negative tilted. So if you live in parts of the southeast, including Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Missouri, you might have to watch a threat for severe storms on the 26th, because this trough does get pretty strong and negative tilted. So we could have more severe weather for parts of the southeast. That trough make its way out of here. We get another trough, another dip in the jet stream, and this is dipped down pretty far south, all the way far south as the Gulf of Mexico. Then it goes across Florida. So if you live in Florida, you might get some storms for y'all too. And along with that, how about another trough? And look, a decent strong trough too. Very strong. Look at this. Look at this. It's something you don't want to see. That's something that can cause problems if we get a trough like that. Too far out, take it with a grain of salt, but still, that's a very strong, tight trough right there. Something you don't want to see. That means we can have the guns for a snowstorm and severe weather. So now we're going to look at our low jet winds, how strong the low jet winds is going to be. And the reason why we don't have damaging winds tomorrow is because the low jet winds is not going to be there, but there will be enough cape to support these storms. But how about we get into the 24th? Next storm system make its way through, and look at this. Yes, we do get a decent amount of low jet winds, anywhere from 46 to 54 knots, strong enough to support severe storms. If you live in parts of western Texas, or western Oklahoma, and south Kansas, you will have very strong low jet winds, and this system does work its way towards the west and does shrink. And look at this, parts of the southeast, including Tennessee, western Mississippi, Arkansas, we will probably have severe weather on the 25th, because look at this, guys. We got very strong low jet wind. Look at this. This is very ballistic. You got low jet winds anywhere from 62 to 70 knots. Very strong low jet winds working its way through, and the system does die off as it works its way towards the east. So I'm pretty sure the Storm Prediction Center will put out a day 6 severe weather. If not, I'm pretty sure we will have severe weather on day 5, pretty much, because all the greens are big. But thing is, that's not just it. We may have the low jet winds, but thing is, we got one more thing that's missing: our dew points. So let's see if our dew points are gonna be there. So first of all, we're gonna start with the 24th storm, the day 4 storm. Look at this. We're not day 4 storm, day 5 storm. The day 5 storm. So on March 24th, when the day 4, look at this. We don't have enough instability. We don't have enough not instability. We don't have enough moisture. So that's something we are lacking pretty much. But the thing is, we do get a decent amount of moisture on the 25th. So I think the 25th might be a bigger threat. So if you live in parts of Louisiana and Mississippi, probably gonna have the best chance of seeing severe storms. And the system does work its way towards the east. So How about our instability? Yes, we do have a decent amount of instability, but not as much. But you can see this, guys, tomorrow we do have a decent amount of instability for parts of southeast Texas, and that's why we have the risk for hail. How about the 23rd and 24th? So by the time we get into our 24th, here comes our next storm system. We do have a decent amount of storm energy to support severe storms for parts of western Texas, western Oklahoma, and even Kansas, South Kansas. The system does work its way towards the east. Look at this, bringing some storm instability for parts of Mississippi and Louisiana and Arkansas and parts of Tennessee. Then it does work its way towards the east. So we have severe weather for those possibly on those 2 days. So now how much lightning is going to be with these storms, the lightning flash rate, you can see for tomorrow there will be a decent amount of lightning for parts of Texas, large hail for y'all. How about the 24th? We can have more severe weather. Look at this. More severe weather working its way towards western Texas, Oklahoma, and even parts of Kansas, then working its way towards Mississippi, Arkansas, Louisiana, and even Tennessee, then working its way towards Alabama. So now the water power is fixing to change because we're going to have trough after trough after trough. So first of all, we're going to start with this first one. This first one that is expected to make its way towards the east, that will bring us severe risk tomorrow for parts of Texas, will work its way towards the east, moving towards the southeast, and here comes a much bigger one, strong trough trying to dip down, and it does turn back up. Along with that, another trough coming through this. To better understand this, the blue represents below average heights, means below average temperatures, unsettled weather, and trough it. The red is region, means above average temperatures and warmer temperatures. So we got storm system after storm system, and possibly another one coming around the 30th as we close out March. So now we're going to get right into our temperatures, because our temperatures are going to be going up and down. Some places it's just not feeling like spring quite yet, because we still got storms after storms after storm, winter storm after winter storm, still bringing snow. I mean, it's still typical to see winter storm for this time of year. But look at this. As we get in towards later tomorrow, waking up tomorrow morning on Thursday morning, it's gonna be pretty chilly with parts of the northeast, with southeast, I'm gonna say more like mild. As we get into tomorrow highs, it's gonna be pretty much, I mean, yeah, daylight saving time's hit, so it's like 4 o'clock now. So 4 o'clock, temperatures in the parts of the southeast is gonna be still pretty warm tomorrow. But look at this, parts of the southeast gonna be warm, Florida gonna be warm, Texas is gonna be warm. But look at this, the northern tip of the U.S. just not gonna be warm. Temperatures only gonna be in the 30s all day like this. Below average right there. And look at this, the northeast, tomorrow temperatures only gonna be in the 20s. Like, that's not March, that's January, that's late January standards, not late March standards. Look at this, as we get in towards Friday morning, it's going to be pretty mild for parts of the southeast, very chilly for parts of the northeast, back towards the west, going to be pretty chilly. But look at this, we're going to still have some more warm days on the 22nd of March, which is Thursday, Friday. Still gonna be warm for parts of the southeast, but it's not gonna stick for long. Temperatures are probably gonna be in the 60s during these events. Saturday morning, temperatures gonna be pretty mild for parts of the southeast, including Florida, but still pretty chilly for the rest of the U.S. And look at this, as we get towards Sunday, still gonna be very, very warm. But look at this. The southern U.S. is just going to still be warm, but the rest of the U.S. is just going to be cold. But look at this. As we get towards late March, it's just going to be very, very cold for parts of the northern U.S., while the southern U.S. is just going to be warm still. And look at this, especially on the 29th, it's going to be warm for a lot of people. And look at this, by the time we get into towards, as we get ready to close out March, look like majority of the eastern U.S. is going to be very, very warm. Even parts of Indiana and the north is going to be very, very warm for y'all too. So now we're going to get right into towards temperature anomalies, because these anomalies are very, very ballistic, and this is very concerning. So as we get into towards tomorrow, we still got all these below average temperatures, below average anomalies still in place right now. We still going to have some above average anomalies for parts of the southeast, but look at this, that leaves, and look at all this, look at all these below average anomalies all the way from throughout the weekend. It's going to be below average anomalies for parts of I would say the whole US except the plains. Look at this, whole Canada is seeing below average temperature. Look at this right here. By the time we get into the 25th, the plains, parts of western Kansas, western Nebraska, and western South Dakota, North Dakota. We got some very, very below average anomalies. This is anywhere from 25 to 29 degrees. You might always say 33 degrees below average. That is very, very ballistic. All this pink, all this blue, pink, purple, all this below average temperature just in place. Like, it's just not spraying quite yet. And look at this. Even as we close out towards March, look like we're gonna still have below average temperatures for parts of the West, but the eastern U.S. will start to warm back up. So now, how much rain are we gonna see now until the 29th? Because it's gonna be a wet one. We got storm system and storm system. If you live in parts of Florida, it's gonna be a wet one for y'all. You can see anywhere from 3 to 4 inches of rain, especially parts of the southeast, including especially parts of Alabama and western Georgia. You can see anywhere from 6 to 8 inches of rain that can fall now until March 30th. Very, very heavy rain for parts of the west. And the GFS showing the same thing. But GFS is a little bit more ballistic for the rainfall for parts of Georgia and South Carolina. The upstairs South Carolina GFS is showing that y'all can see anywhere from 8 to 10 inches of rain now until March 28. Florida, not as much like the European model showing, but still a decent amount of rain for y'all. There will be a decent amount of snow for y'all. So how much snow the European model showing? Yes. A lot of snow in parts of Dakotas, Minnesota, northern Iowa. Seen a lot of snow. A lot of snow for those Rockies. A lot of snow for parts of California, Washington, and Oregon. You can see anywhere from 30 to 34 inches of snow. Parts of South Dakota, you can see anywhere from 14 to 20 inches of snow. This is, not spraying light. Even parts of the Northeast, including Maine, you can see anywhere from 24 to 26 inches of snow. So this is a lot of snow. So now, GFS showing the same thing, but GFS likes to hype stuff up, and I hate GFS model. GFS model, why are you hyping stuff up? The GFS model is over ballistic, and guys, this is nearly off the chart. If you live in parts of South Dakota and North Dakota, GFS wants anywhere from 34 to 40 inches of snow. Parts of the West, including California, Oregon, Washington, wants it off the charts. Anywhere from 48 to 50 inches of snow. Parts of Maine, anywhere from 48 to 50 inches of snow. Like, that's very ballistic. So now, Climate Prediction Center, yes, we do have the risk of seeing below average temperatures from anywhere from March 26th to the March 30th. If you live in parts of the upper Midwest, including the Dakotas, Minnesota, you will expect some below average temperatures, anywhere from a 70 to 80% chance of seeing below average temperatures. The Northeast will be above average temperatures, anywhere from a 50 to 60% chance of seeing above average temperatures for y'all. The Eastern U.S., including Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and West Virginia, Kentucky, you will see near-normal temperatures, while Florida will see slightly to above average temperatures. Precipitation, it's going to be a wet one for parts of the southeast. Thanks for this east coast low that will keep things pretty wet and rainy for parts of the southeast, especially for parts of Florida, Georgia, and even the Carolinas and Alabama and Virginia. The west, going to be a wet one for y'all because you got a lot of storm systems, a lot of atmosphere, rivers moving towards y'all. The parts of Texas probably going to be a dry one. Not an 8 to 14 day outlook. From March 28th to the April 3rd, it look like this. We're going to still see below average temperatures with parts of the upper Midwest. You're still going to see below average temperatures. Near-normal temperatures for the majority of the eastern U.S., while the Northeast going to still see above average temperatures, and Florida going to see near-normal temperatures. Precipitation rise, look like it's going to be wet for the whole U.S. except Texas. Northeast going to be a wet one, slightly above average precipitation for parts of the southeast. Texas is going to see slightly below normal, and the west still going to be a wet one. So now this is going to be it for this video, guys. If you joined, please hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Peace.